target on the prowl. I'ma make it go wow. I'm original, and I told you so. I'm a kid in the candy store with the leather on the denim. I ain't the cure, I'm the venom. If you wanna find me, find the taillight. Something's coming in, you're gonna wanna take a red eye. It's time to go. It's time to go. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Don't blink, don't blink. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Don't blink, don't blink. I don't wait for nobody. I'm a summer name on the dotty. City lights call my name, drawn to the flame, and I'm feeling kinda naughty. I hit the ground running, step out the door and I'm stunning. Better hold tight cause you know what's going down. I'm setting the pace cause this is my town. So get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Don't blink, don't blink. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Don't blink, don't blink. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Don't blink, don't blink. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Don't blink.
Welcome! Hi, I am not Doc Rock, your content creator coach. I am, in fact, Keely Dunn of Discord for Creators, and I'm really glad that you all hung out, bore tight, poured yourself another beverage, and decided to stick around to watch us get going here. Just a few little connection difficulties with all of the moving parts, but we're here, and that's the important thing. So this is the last show of the Discord for Creators Takeover. We have been talking about Discord while Doc has been away. So I'm at the end of this live stream, I'm going to wake up all my drunk friends and I'm going to beg y'all to, help me clean up the house because Doc's going to be coming home soon. Tuesday, we're going to get back to his regular scheduled programming. So make sure you tune in and welcome him back to the video live streaming space as always. I'm going to get to the content right away because we have been holding you out for long enough. But make sure if you have a question that you mark it with a Q colon, and I'll do my best to spot it. We have the same system where I'm going to be showing your comments on the screen as a big screen, not as individual comments, because that's a restriction that we have with Ecamm right now. But there you go. So just as a very quick recap, on Saturday, we had Alec Johnson last week. And we went through some role permission things in order to create a membership space in Discord. On Tuesday, Dina Taylor of Silver Lining Home Place was here, and we talked about creating events for your members in Discord and how to set those up with either the built-in events facility in Discord or the Sesh FYI bot. And now we're going to wrap things up with a bang. My guest today is going to put a face to all of our biggest fears. What if you set up a Discord server and you hate it? You don't know what to do with it. My challenge today is to help our guest and our friend with a full, well, not a full, but a start of a Discord makeover and a do-over so she can give it another try. So if you don't know who Shelly Nathan is, what rock are you living under? Because she's one of the women that I really look up to on YouTube because she's got this really blunt, unapologetic presence and force that, quite frankly, I've been very inspired by and have maybe modeled a little bit of my attitude behind. She is a YouTube coach and a coach for all things creative. She's the co-host of the Video Marketing Value podcast. She created the popular course called iMovies Made Easy. And that's how I first found Shelly, was through iMovie content when I was just learning. She has spoken at a metric ton of conferences like LGL fam favorite People of Video, okay? And she's been on podcasts like Women of YouTube. She's got a ridiculous TikTok with over 7 million views. I hope you've all tuned in to see some of that. And she's got a new YouTube channel called Got It on Amazon. And we're going to have a chat about that too, because I have so many questions. But lastly, she has a Discord and doesn't know why. Friends and folks, Shelly saves the day. Welcome, Shelly. There you go. Wait,
Hey,
I've got confetti.
That was a lot to unpack. Oh, wow.
Look, I do it up big here, okay? When I got big guests, boom. We got to drop the confetti. Okay, I got to stop that. That was going on too long.
That was quite the intro. I love it. Thank you. Wow.
Oh,
Have
you're
you
very
be the
welcome.
hype person anytime I walk out anywhere.
There you go. I'll try to bring that along for you. I'll send it so you can
Sweet.
your own virtual can and have that available.
Nice.
Thanks so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. It was a bit of a last minute thing, but we're just
Thanks for reaching out.
Yeah, we're gonna roll with it and get it going. So Shelly, let's talk a little bit first before we get into any of that Discord stuff, which you're so excited to talk about. I want to get to know a few more things about you as a creator. Okay.
All right.
When you started out on YouTube, what did you want to be when you grew up? Like, what was your, did you have any big plans, or did you just kind of go, I'm just going to start talking to people on YouTube? What was that?
Oh, dude. The very first video that I put up was actually so random, because I was going to a coding boot camp, and one of the interview questions was you had to answer these set of questions and do it in a video unlisted, put it on YouTube. And I'm like, oh crap, because I didn't know how to edit. I didn't even have a YouTube channel. So that was my very first, which is funny, because then it was years later I started off as a beauty channel, and not because I think I'm good at beauty. It was just because I could be opinionated about things that came out of a subscription box that I was already subscribed to. So that's how I first got onto it. And
Right.
I never really did it because I was thinking, oh, I'll just be this huge star. I was doing it because, like, you never have those feelings and times in life where you're just like, I could do it as good as that person online. Like, like some of the stuff that I was watching, it was so bad. And I was like, at the time I was watching these Ipsy and like box. I know it sounds so like big headed, but it was more like I'm running out of content to watch. And I'm like, I wonder if anyone would care about stuff that comes out of like my subscription box. I was like, I could do this as good as they're doing it, because they're not doing it that well. Started making a couple of those videos, and then it turned into something else because I went over to a girlfriend's house and I was saying, oh, I kind of started this YouTube channel all quiet. She's like, oh my God, I want to start one. And so we ended up having a channel. I'd only put out 2 videos at that time. And so we ended up having a channel together for a year, and then it kind of evolved into other stuff. As I feel like a lot of people now have had like 1 or 2 different channels or 2 different ideas and iterations as they go through, and I am no different. So
Absolutely. I'm one of those. So when did you make the shift into the creation content that you've been really setting your stall out in for the last, couple years?
it was about a year into our beauty channel. And so she was going full balls to the wall, all this beauty, skincare. She wanted to work into fashion. And I was like, oh, like I'm wearing t-shirts and like, it's like the same one that you got from like the college fair, career fair, upper convention. It's like the stuff that it's like, I am so not that. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like I have like one like pair of earrings that I've worn for 5 because I'm just lazy and I can't accessorize for the life of me. And I was like, you want to go into fashion? Like, you've got to be shitting me. And so, oops, sorry, Doc. But I was just like, I don't know. And I was like, I want to talk about, like what camera are we using? Or I had made this like ring light out of like tinfoil and like wrapping paper and these like strip LEDs. And I was like, let's talk about that. We'd made that for like $30. Or let's talk about, the gear and stuff. Let's talk about how to edit. And she wasn't really into that. And she wanted to go skincare. And I was just like, I don't know. So we ended up splitting up channels. And that's when I started talking about, if I can do this, you can do this type of editing stuff, because I was so tired. I don't know what it is. I'm so tired of people who have all this bullshit to say about like, oh, I can't make YouTube videos because I don't know how to edit, or I can't do this because I don't have the lights, or I can't do this because I don't have a camera. And I'm just like, oh my God, shut up. If I teach you how to do something, can you at least like put up or shut up? And so that's how it like first started. I just wanted people to shut up about what they couldn't do anymore. And that's how it all started.
That is awesome. Particularly because I'm going to put a little pin in that. I want everybody who's listening, everyone in the comments, put a little asterisk in the comments and be like, this is the part where Shelly said a thing that Keely's going to turn on her in about
Oh yeah.
20 minutes.
I'm fully expected to get my ass handed to me. And I'm like, oh God.
Oh my God, this is going to be
Discord.
hilarious.
I know. And I'm like, but I'm not above like having someone come in and be like, dude, you're doing it all wrong. And I'd be like, okay, cool. Let's make it better. So that's why I told myself to do this. So
Voluntold. I love it. So you are helping people with free Mac editing software in iMovie. And that's how I found you, was because I was looking for resources to help me edit videos with iMovie. And you created a big course. It was super popular. And you've been doing the YouTube coaching. Now, you did a big pivot on your channel.
Play it fast and loose with the word popular. Just saying. The course is not popular, but it is good. So if anyone out there wants to do it, it's out there. Yeah.
Go get it. Maybe one of our mods will go track it down for me, because I figured everybody had already taken it. It was that popular. But there you go. But you
Bless
decided
your heart.
You did a big pivot about a month and a half ago on your YouTube channel. Tell us about that, because it was a big step for you.
Yeah. Okay. So I privated 250 videos and 2.5 million views on everything iMovie, because I decided, I know, about a couple months ago, I was just like, I know, right? I was like, I don't need to be known as the iMovie girl or as the subscribe button girl, is what I was known for a lot of the time, green screen girl. And I was just like, okay, but the whole point was share what you love with the world, have one less excuse why you can't do that. So iMovie was the entry, for so many people, because it was free. And so I put out this course, and I feel like, well, I've kind of said all I wanted to about it, as like, I've done that, and I've made 200 and something videos on it. And I feel like it would be different if I still wanted to be known for it, and or I was making a crap ton of money on it. But like, many people bought the course, because I don't know if it was that people got everything they needed from the videos or whatever else it was. So I was just like, I don't want to be known for this anymore. 95% of my channel views are coming from this. So I was just like, I got to cut it off. And I went private on all those 250 videos.
Dang.
And I took them down, and I know. So I took like, I have 5 or 10% of the views, maybe, if I'm lucky now. And I cut my revenue by like, I'm down to like 25% of what I was making. But it's because I'm so confident that eventually the tide will turn and I'll be known for other things. And so now I'm flooding the marketplace, is what I call it, with information about what I want people to know about, which is you can make money from the very beginning of YouTube. You don't have to be a starving artist. It's okay. And so now it's more put up or shut up with, oh, I have to wait to get monetized on YouTube to make any money. And I was like, are you kidding me? It's like the smallest piece of my revenue pie. Like, that's not even permission to start making money. So just go out there. We can talk about YouTube, and we can talk about how to make money. Like, and that's kind of where I want to be, because before it was, I can't even make a video to put on YouTube. Yeah. And now I feel like I've helped you do that. Now let's actually do something with those videos.
Yeah,
so that's the shift.
Yeah, that's
it's been quite the head turn.
Yeah. How did your community react? Because I know you talked about it in the lead up, and then you did it, and you've had some reaction. How is your community responding?
Well, I mean, some of the tried and true people, they're ride or dies. So that's great. And for a lot of other people, like, I've lost 300 people in like 45 days, and that's fine. And it will continue. And I told people, for at least for the first 90 days or so, I will bleed subscribers. And I'm fine with that, because as I put out a whole bunch of new videos about YouTube and making money or whatever else it is, if that doesn't resonate with people, I don't want them to be part of the community anymore. And I told my community, I'm like, hey, I got to celebrate 40K, and I'll get to do it again. It was a big momentous occasion. It took me 3 years or 5 years to get there, because for a good portion of time as well, I did nothing but lose subscribers for 18 months. And that was a big giveaway fiasco loop thing that happened that I recovered from for 3 years. And so this is nothing new to me. It's just, but I'm sure of this direction that I'm going.
That's amazing. Thank you for being so candid about your numbers, because that's something that we don't get a lot of, is really hearing like, this is the impact of what we did and this is measurable, and this is where I'm going to build back up to. And the fact that you've already been through this once and you've had that resilience and that test and you have the confidence to be able to do it again is like, thank you for sharing that, because that is super important. So now that you've prioritized building around monetizing your presence, but not your actual YouTube channel videos, you are perhaps, I'm not going to put words in your mouth. Do you want to build a community around this?
I mean, sure. Yes, I do. I know where we're going with this. Oh God. Okay.
I have an outline here, Shelly. Okay, we're leading into this. You got to work with me
official.
to get here. So
I'm here. We're doing it. I'm here.
No, this is awesome. And just like we talked about yesterday, I said, I love the fact that you're being completely honest about how you feel about this, because there are tons of people in these comments and who are going to watch this replay who are just like, is Keely going on about Discord again? That is such garbage. Like, it's hot garbage. Why are we talking about it? I don't understand. And I think it's important to acknowledge that, to work with it. And at the end of the day, like I said yesterday, maybe Discord isn't the right place for you. And we will figure that out, together. Maybe not today, but in time. But I want to give you the tools, maybe not today, but if you have the tools to feel confident about what your server could give you, and you have it set up right so that you feel safe, you feel secure, your community feels those things as well, then, maybe you'll have the chance to see the possibilities. And then you have a real test. But when I went into your server, like a few weeks ago, I joined. I can't remember how long it's been now.
Thanks for joining. I think there's like 10 of us now. Woo.
Right. Well, I put the link in the description, and maybe a model, I'll pop it up. So you might have a veritable flood of people joining your server today. I hope that's okay, because I didn't ask you if that was okay.
Yeah, you sure didn't. But
nope, I didn't.
Fine. Whatever.
What?
That's fine.
Was I supposed to ask? Oh, dang it. Anyway,
ask forgiveness, not permission. I got it.
The good news is that these people here in the comments, they're pretty dope. Like, they're nice folks.
They're good people.
Yeah, I'm really sorry again that I can't bring up your individual comments on Ecamm, because I know that's yeah, let's start saying hi to some of these people.
I got distracted. Sorry.
No.
Phillip,
Like,
how's it going? Great to see you.
Yeah, let's say hi to people.
Oh, I saw Chocolate Twist Yoga. Oh, hey.
Of course she's here.
Paul Duncan.
Kali is here.
Aww.
The Paul Duncan, the moderator, is here. JP, Jason Perry, he's like a big fan of this whole Discord
my comments
thing.
Too. Let me see if people are out. Okay. Let me see.
Yeah, let's see what's happening there.
Adam's Exploits, Video for Bosses. Hello, Sammy Superstar. Oh, good. Hello, people.
Yeah.
See you.
MCJ's here. Luis, Mr. Camera Junkie. How to Repair
Oh,
Paul
yay,
is
hi.
here. And Alec.
Oh, that's so great.
And Rich.
Oh, hey, Alec.
This is a nice fam, I gotta say. Like, this, I mean, if you were gonna come in and have to go through this teeth-pulling experience of learning Discord with me and setting things up, these are some cool people to do it with. I'm just saying.
I know the people are, that has nothing to do with our subject matter.
So I'm pairing
Separate.
something, really nice with something that you don't like, and maybe that's gonna change your perceptions of it. Ian McCausland's here. Thank you so much for joining in. He's a new friend of mine from Matthew O'Brien's community, Final Cut Pro expert. Jeff Hawkins is here. Let's see, who else have we missed? Todd, the Christmas Clatter's here. Ho, ho, ho. Blind Guy's wife, their life, the Nixons are in the house. Parker Jennings.
Oh, Sylvia and hello.
Yeah,
to see you.
absolutely. James Pruitt, thank you very much.
Okay.
James is happy because he doesn't use iMovie anyway. So he says good riddance to all that old stuff for you.
Well, and you know what? Before, it's not like I didn't talk about YouTube I talked YouTube and iMovie. So now it's just YouTube and making money instead of YouTube and iMovie. So it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
for some people.
Yeah, that was the like one piece of the technical side of YouTube, and now you're talking more like the tactical side of YouTube. And
Yeah.
you
And
do
the
a
truth
lot.
is, like, I have a gift. I say I can help anyone make money but myself. So I might as well share that with other people. No, it's a thing. It's a real thing. Like,
You and I are
when
going
I
to be
was
very
in
good
when
friends.
I was in school, like I would help people rewrite their negotiations for like their job. Like I would help people, you know, who are maybe doing a brand deal, like behind the scenes. I'll be like, hey, I've worked with them. Maybe you should ask for this much, and they got it. You know, so like I can do it for anyone but me. It's a special gift I'm
That's
sharing with the
awesome.
world.
There's a saying in sports that if you can't play, you coach. So
Can't do, you coach.
yeah, exactly.
That's why I'm a YouTube coach.
You can do it. Like that is not. We are not going down that road, young lady, because I refuse. I rebuke
Did
your
you just call me
premise.
Vicky?
I absolutely rebuke it. There you go. So let's get to Discord. Let's talk about it a little bit because
All right, let's do it.
what why did you start a server? I need to understand this from your point of view. Who put a gun to your head and made you do it?
Well, apparently myself. I've had the server way back in the day, like back when I set up like all this stuff. Like I set up a Slack with my name. I set up a Discord with my name. I set up, you know, my website with my name. I got my trademark for so like I reserving all of these properties, and whether, you know, it's social media handle or, you know, servers or whatever, like I just reserved them all. I didn't do anything with them. So I have a Slack that I don't really do anything with. I have this Discord that has been sitting empty for a couple of years basically. And then when I turned on channel memberships on YouTube, one of the things I said is like, you guys want a private Facebook group? We could do private live streams there, or questions, or you guys want something else? You want Slack? You want Discord? I don't know what you want. And there's only one person that responded. So I went with that. That was Dr. Elo. And he's like, I want a Discord. And I was like, okay, we'll have a Discord. And I was like, I mean, I have a Discord, but it means I actually go in there and actually have to set it up. So I was like, okay, we're having a Discord only because Dr. Elo was like, he's the only one who responded. And he's like, I want a Discord. So that's the only reason why I have it. And I thought I had set up some stuff correctly. And then you were like, I can't do anything in your server. And I'm like, well, who
Did I say it like that? Because my voice is a lot prettier than that normally. Okay. Like,
yeah, I was like, well, I can't do anything. It's all locked down. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I just went in there one Saturday for an hour. I pushed some buttons. I thought it was right. Okay. It's probably all wrong. And so it's fine. It's fine. We'll change it. We'll change it now.
yeah, I love that. First of all, Dr. Elo, thank you very much for the impetus.
That's truly the only reason I have it. And I will say
force.
this, like every single time, like some community or some conference, oh man, this happened to me a couple times where like, oh, the conference has a Discord and all the speakers are supposed to be in it. And I'm like, oh, no, like that is literally I'm just like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to do it. No. So I'm in like 12 different groups or something like that. And I go into like none of them on purpose, really.
Right.
Like it's just, I don't want to.
Okay, let's talk about, I want to dive into why, okay? Because I think I can help with this. I really do. Because yes, you've had some experiences, and you don't have to name names. You don't have to, you know, talk about which servers are what, but what servers, you know, because I don't want Doc to get sued on my behalf. What
Allegedly.
Everything
is alleged from this point out.
Good. Excellent. Thank you for that. What do you not like about the servers that you've participated in before?
Well, several of them I had to be in. Okay. So it's like speakers were required to be in this Discord, and I would be in the one room that I'm supposed to be in. And if someone had a question about a talk that I gave or something, sure. And then there was one that I had to be in for work where there's, let's say, I don't know, 50 channels, but I was only responsible for making sure that I maintained a couple of them. And I would go into a couple of the other rooms. It's such a dumpster fire of self-promotion and just like, I'm too old. I feel like maybe I'm too old. It's like teeny bopper wannabe 13-year-old gamers that just want to ask the same questions over again. And I'm just like, I'm too old and tired to repeat the same, but while still having like a really super like sweet smile on my face and wanting to help type of attitude have to come across, because when it's a work server, you can't just be like, dude, stupid. No. And apparently that's frowned upon as non-professional and not helpful. So So that's probably what I don't like. Is I had to be in some of them. Two, I don't like the repetitiveness of it, and like I just okay. Yeah, I have
No,
feelings.
I'm glad you said all that. That is super important. And I think, so what I'm going to pull out of that, because I have selective hearing, is that, those are
I'm so excited for what the future holds.
those are what I would call.
I'm not receiving anything what you just said.
I received much of it, but I'm going to shape it a little bit, because it sounds to me like those are vendor.
I'm gonna filter and repackage
servers. Yeah, just reinterpret. That's what all the best people do. But when vendors, I find, and I'm now in like 30 servers, and the servers that I hate the most, for the exact same reasons that you talked about, they are servers that are established by vendors. So people who are selling a piece of software, and they're offering tech support and sort of coaching on how to use the product inside the Discord server, and they don't have any control over the culture of that server, because everybody who comes in are customers. So they don't want to be rude to them. They don't want to, put too many boundaries on them, because they want their money. And they're like, well, these are our people, so blah, 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 blah. And what I love about Discord is not that stuff. I love the possibility of setting up your community, that you get to establish the culture that you want. Okay, so that is what we're going to focus on today, because Shelly, let's face it, like, I've been in your live streams a ton. You've got a lot of really cool people. Some of them are here, some of them are, elsewhere, but your community is full of awesome people, because that's who you attract. So those are the people who are going to follow you into your server. It's your house, it's your home, it's not social media. You don't have to let anybody in that you don't like. You can say, I'm sorry, you're not a good fit. Kick, and out they go. And this gets to be your place where you foster an environment that you can interact the way you want, and teach the way you want, and drink and swear and like be blunt with people, and you can be you. Because
don't you threaten me with a good time.
I know, right?
Talking. Scold people.
I know. Did I just sell you on that? There you go. So,
well, anytime you say drink and scold, yes, in there.
Drink and swearing, you can do all those things if you want. Absolutely.
There's Bailey's in my coffee. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, God, you're a good human. You're a good human, and I'm jealous.
Yes.
I'm breaking up the rosé right after this is done. I don't trust myself on somebody else's stream. Like, I couldn't do this with Doc's stream.
Oh, that's why I'm doing it. Actually, that's false. I drink on my own streams too. So.
I know you do.
We usually open a bottle of wine at the beginning, so it's not special.
Why do you think I stick around so much? There you go. Okay. So
it has to be because of my wonderful wine descriptions.
Yes, absolutely. You're so discerning. People. You're so discerning. You're quite the sommelier.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Quite. Okay, my palate is unrefined.
So now that we've set the parameters, that's okay. The way that you are going to set up a server is, it's going to work for you. It's going to be the climate you want, the culture you want, and all that sort of thing. Because I don't want to talk about my FH Empire server all that much, other than to say that's how we roll in that server. And that's because I've been able to shape it, and it's my people and my culture, and I freaking love those people to death. I have so much fun in there, and I know that they're having a great time as well. So I want that for you. I want that for you, Shelly. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up your server.
Death by love.
Death by love. We're going to open up your server. We're going to have a look at it, and I'm going to go against this little checklist that I've made. So let's see where I've done it. Okay. Up here, there should be a link in the description, and maybe it'll pop up in the chat because moderators are magical. I've created a checklist. This is the basics when you're setting up a server for yourself, the things that I think you must do in order to lock it down and to make it a welcoming space for the people you want to have in there. So we're going to go, and it's It's a 10-step checklist. So we're going to go through it and oops, of course I would have to press that button and mess everything up. And we're going to compare it against what is going on in Shelly Saves the Day world. What do you think, Shelly?
We love a checklist. We love a checklist. Yeah, let's do it.
Like, am I doing everything right yet? I'm not sure. I think I'm hitting all the buttons here.
Oh, I know I'm not. Okay.
Okay, so here we go. This is Shelly Saves the Day server. Have you ever played with putting it in light mode? Do you like it in dark mode?
I don't do that.
You don't do that? You don't do light mode? Okay, you don't have to. I'm just saying.
Is that on the checklist?
No, it's not on the checklist.
Then why are you bringing it up? Dark mode for life.
Because I'm distracting you. I'm distracting you from the pain that's about to happen.
Oh, we're inflicting the pain. All right.
Absolutely. Okay. So one of the very first thing that I say you need to do is to add that server icon. How did that turn into an arrow? I don't know. But the good news is Shelly, you do have a very nice server icon.
Hey! So, hey, that means I can't get a goose egg on this checklist.
Exactly.
Boom, baby.
Exactly. Boom. So this is going to be a challenge for, oh yeah. Okay. I've got this other screen up here.
That means I've aced it. I've already aced it, man. I've aced it if it's not a goose egg.
You've done better than me than I did in math 20. So in grade 11.
Can I just say, there is a TikTok challenge right now where on screen you're supposed to show yourself adding 93 and 97. And I literally was like, why is this a challenge? But I think it's to show newfangled math versus old math. Oh. But I did it and I was just like, I don't even understand why this is like a challenge. But anyways, if anyone's interested in that and how I did it, I did that on my TikTok.
Go to Shelly's TikTok and somebody's going to put a link in the chat so you can all get over there. We want to get to 8 million views after this show, and it's all going to be on the strength of this math challenge.
What we talked about is yesterday on the live stream was this quantity versus quality. This was on Thursday. And I was actually saying this could be anything in life, whether it's YouTube or podcast, whatever you want to call it. And I was saying even this math equation challenge that's going around where there's like 3 different ways to do it. So that's the quantity of it. But the quality of it is the fast, efficient answer, which you don't know until you do the quant. Anyways, never mind. It was a long thing based on a parable. So... Oh, that's my ADD squirrel brain at work. I'm sorry.
Shelly, you had me at parable. There you go. Let's see. Little quick question in there. Checklists or Post-it notes? Asks Adam's exploits to you, Shelly.
Both. A checklist on a Post-it note.
Bang! What?
Don't come for me, Adam. Don't come for me.
You think that was a hard question, Adam?
So, like, something like this, like, I don't know if you can see it, but it has, like, bullet points. So it literally is, like, a checklist on Post-its of topics, the things that I would say on a live stream. So, I mean, it's both, man. It's
wow. And if you pulled off that Post-it and you pasted it onto a checklist, so you've got a checklist on a Post-it on a checklist. What?
That's very, very Inception right there.
I don't even know what's happening.
So good. I have to start doing it. Doing it.
Well, we may have lost your screen, or maybe that's me. We may have lost your
I didn't
Discord.
touch anything.
Okay, well, no worries. I'm going to come back to this, and actually, I'll go to the must-dos while you have a look. Maybe I screwed that up. Let's see.
I didn't do anything.
Screen.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if I should disconnect it and try it again. We're just going to do stuff on the fly, like bosses. Should I do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it blacked. Can you try sharing it again? And while you're doing that, here, we'll talk about more things. So the next thing that I would recommend anybody to do on their brand new server.
Oh, no. It's about to kick me out because it did that unable to start call thing.
Okay, well, don't worry about it. It's like you're not even here already. I can press buttons and we can smooth this over like it's not even happening.
Do you want me to come back in? Because it's stuck. As soon as I push a button, it's going to go away.
Okay, we'll try it once. And I'll just re-add you to the broadcast. Won't be a problem, but if this acts up again, this is the problem we were having, gang, before the show started. So Shelly and I are just like, yeah, whatever, we got this. No panic, because we were fighting with it for 15 minutes. But anyway, yeah, give it a try. And
Okay, bye.
bye. Like we know it's going to happen. She froze. So let's see. I'm just going to go to this screen and see what happens. Okay, maybe I need to cut that off. Okay. Guest is in green room. Wait, how many of you are there? This is so confusing. I have 2 of you. Oh, and then she disappeared. It's fine. I'm the dog with the mug sitting on the chair, and the flames are all around, and I'm just, this is fine. This is completely fine. Okay. While I'm waiting for Shelly, who is frozen in time above me, right there. It's a nice, I mean, if you're going to have a freeze frame, you want it to look like that, don't you? There you go. You don't think the download for the checklist is working. Okay, I'll have a look at that, Paul. One fire at a time. I'll check for that. I'm breaking stuff. Oh, great. The boss is here. I don't need that kind of stuff. Oh, there she is. She's back. She's back. Better than ever.
Do I dare share the screen again? I don't know.
I don't know. Let's give it a try. Like, why not? It's Doc's joined in. He's in the chat now. So what else could possibly go wrong?
Who knows? I mean, break stuff.
Okay.
Break it all, apparently. Nope, it's going to kick me out again.
Man. Okay. So we might have to go to the plan J, where you made me a server manager in your server and I shared from my screen. So
okay. Let me, how do I do that before I jump off of here?
Okay, let's see. So this is, let's see, that's our private chat, which is totally fine. So I think
it's just me saying like, "Wow, you really went for it with the title."
Exactly, which I did because it's clickbait and it worked. Look at all the people who are in the chat. It's totally
well
fine.
Well done.
So I think you could right click on me and you can edit my role and you can give me a server manager permission there potentially. But if not,
user settings. No, I don't think that's right. Let me see here.
If I go to Discord for creators, I can go into server settings and I can go into roles.
It says invite to a server, remove friend, block, or mute. Let's see here. Profile.
Okay.
Send message. Let's see here. Can I? Mutual servers. It says that we're in.
So how about you come to the your server pane on the left-hand side here where it says Shelly saves the day at the top. And if you right click on that,
okay,
and click down to server settings, troubleshooting on the fly,
server
friends.
settings. Okay. Oh, there's you said roles?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go up to these roles. Okay.
Okay. And server manager probably isn't there for you. So instead of doing that, that was just a red herring. Go all the way down to user management. Hit on members.
User management. Okay, members. Yes. Yeah. Okay. And then I have to look for you. There you are. All right, I see you. There's mute, change, timeout,
manager on the
roles. Okay, wait. If I make you a mod, does that? No, wait. I don't. That's a role that I made for you. Let me see here.
Let's capture this and tell the guys after you're done, Kelly, please send logs to. Okay, and there's an update for 310. Okay, so Doc's saying that this is something to document and send to the Zens, as I call them.
Yeah.
Ken and Glenn.
It's Can I say
Everything
though,
was fine
I was
yesterday.
so jealous for all the people at Social Media Marketing World getting to see like everyone in person and stuff like that. I'm like Ken and Glenn in person, drinking wine.
I
What
know.
with Katie and Doc? Like I was like,
They are
why am I
two
not there?
they are two of the funniest. Like they just have that nerd vibe, that perfect balance.
I want to talk to them because I am a nerd and I feel like those are my people. Like I feel like I need to talk to them.
Yeah.
So I can at least I'm gonna add a role called the boss, which is a role that I gave myself
Okay.
and a mod. So you can refresh. I don't know if that does anything. I'm gonna get kicked out here in a second, so let me do that and then I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good.
Because the screen is I can't click on anything and now I'm gonna get kicked out. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. This is awesome. Doc. Oh, Louise had major FOMO last week as well. Let's see if I do this, and then, oh no, I'm going to bring up the wrong comments there. So I'm going to do it this way. And just imagine Shelly's beautiful face, just right there. But I just want to say, see what's going up there. JP fell in love with using Miro for brain maps. Yeah, I do like Miro. That is interesting. But you know what I've started doing, JP, is I bought, so Rich Graham, Big Rich Promos, he sent me some Post-its. And I've been using those on my big wall next to my computer. And I just slap them all over the wall. And then I pull them up and I rearrange them. And I'm a very digital person, but for some reason, all that physical moving stuff around is really appealing to me right now, mostly because I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm not saying that thing.
Was stuck on connecting. I had to keep coming out and then try again. Like I tried 3 times all again. Like,
okay, so I gotta log it. We gotta log it and all that kind of stuff. Oh, Doc says, let's see. Let's just pull up this comment here because he's the boss and I have to. That he really missed you. Oh, well, he says we, but I know that really just kind of came from him. He really missed you. And there you go. And he met TubeBuddy too. Here you go.
oh, Phil's so great. He's also elusive. He's one of those, like, you don't see him very often. He's so nice.
Excellent. And do you have an ad blocker? Stock.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. There you go. Can
I have
Shelly
the
just use an
third-party
avatar?
cookie blocking.
Adam,
Shelly, what?
How dare you? How dare you say that we would be okay with not seeing Shelly's face and only an avatar of her?
I don't know.
How very dare you, sir? I will not do that. Okay, let's see what happens if I go into
You have the
your-
same, I think, permissions as I do. The boss.
Perfect.
So I gave you that role.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
So one of the first things, we're back on track. We got this. Okay. Start here channel.
Oh wait, is that on the post-it of like add some moderators or some, roles?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's like step 6
Check that
or
baby
7.
off.
Okay.
I did it.
Okay. But I'm not changing my page until
2
we
out of
get there.
10. 2 out of 10.
The key to success is setting the bar very, very low.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's better than
absolutely-
a 0.
Okay, so this segment here, the creating the start channels, I think is really important because you want to set aside a place that everybody can access, and it gives them the important information about, we're here. This is the place to go. Oh, look, there's like all this stuff I hadn't seen before.
Hey. Well, I will
Oh.
say, like, when someone joins, I hit the little button that says wave, and it shows a cute little like animated emoji, like waving. And I'm like, that's cute.
I hate
I
stickers.
hit the button.
I hate stickers so much. I hate little.
It's not about you, Keely.
Yeah.
It's not about you right now.
Whoa.
Focus.
Whoa. Okay. You're right. You're absolutely right. You're right. I gotta
I
rein
don't
this
know,
in.
man.
I gotta rein this in. Okay. So what we have here with your setup is that you've got all of your text channels just sort of together, lumped in, and you've got a section for voice channels, which is totally fine. But what I would recommend that you do is you have a few text channels that are always open to anybody who first comes into your server, but they can't see the other stuff, the cool stuff, until they agree to some rules. Okay. And this is your hammer that you've got over their heads so that if somebody starts acting up and acting a fool, you can say, hey, remember that time where you signed the server rules? You're breaking them. So stop it. And if you don't stop it, I'm kicking you out. Boom.
Who let you in here? Doc Rock?
Yeah, right? Like you think just anybody, like this is anybody's party?
Well, that's the thing is, can anybody just come in? I mean, like there's no invitation. People are just in. So that's one of the weird things about, I mean, I guess the only thing you have are these private like rooms, right?
Yeah, well, so servers by default are private, okay? So people can't just surf around and find a server and just be like, I'm here, unless you've made it a public server. So by default, they're hidden. And that's the cool thing. And that's what I like about it. But people have to understand that it's not like social media where people are just going to discover you. You have to invite them. And that's why we have server invites. And that's why there's a link in the description and in the chats to actually invite people to come to your server. And that's why nobody's been joining your servers, because you haven't been pushing your
Also, someone told me that like the link was expired. I didn't know they were expiring.
Okay. And that's a really good question. So I can show you how to do that. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to create an invite. Okay. So the second item down here, you can, are you able to see that halo that I got going on? Okay. That's the Alec Johnson thing. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Okay. So remember when we were talking about the difference of friends and what friends are on Discord?
I didn't know if I'm supposed to actually like accept friends.
You
if
don't
really
have
important.
It's not important except for these two things. Okay. If you've locked down your user account so that somebody has to be your friend in order to direct message you or to call you on a direct voice channel, then yeah, it's important for that. Or it helps you invite friends. So I could sit here, oh, look, Doc Rock's my friend. So I could just send him a direct invite right now to your server, which I'm going to do because that was fun. So now a direct message just went to Doc. And unfortunately, he's going to come in and he's going to wreck the place, just so you know. But then there's the second alternative here. Send a server invite link to a friend. And here is your link, but you can change this up. So you see right here, it says your server invite link expires in 7 days. So we're going to click on edit the invite link. And now we can make one that is only valid for 30 minutes, blah, 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 or all the way up to never. So this would be a always open invite link. And you can confine it to a maximum number of uses as well. So there you go. That's how you'd create it. And what happens is that this URL here becomes coded with that information that you have edited into the server invite link. So the one that I put in the description of the YouTube stream and the one that's going in the chat, that's a never expires link. So just so you know. Okay. Doc at first was like 7 days. That's all I'm doing. I'm only doing 7 days. And that totally makes sense. Okay. So with the start here channel, what I would do is or with the category, is I would make the permissions so that everybody can see this channel for sure. Okay, so here's where we have some interesting stuff with permissions. And you can see there's an X, a slash, or a check mark. And the X means you can't. The slash means whatever's the default, cool with me. And then the check mark means, yes, I definitely want to override this and make sure that it's okay. So that's a way that you can allocate permissions really rapidly in this sort of space. And I don't want to sort of take too long with this.
I thought I kind of did that for some of the roles or different things so they could see some stuff. Mm-hmm. But maybe I did that wrong.
Yeah,
'Cause
because
I remember going through and clicking a whole buttons, being like, okay, yeah, you can start things or see history or invite people or something. And I was like, okay, for some of the roles, I was like, okay, whatever. But I didn't really know what I was doing.
right. Yeah, and we'll sort of have a look at that because right now what I can see is there's only the everyone role in this server, which means that you can't allocate different permissions to different groups of people. Maybe you allocated permissions to different individuals, but who wants to micromanage like that? Like that's just a real hassle. Nobody wants to do that.
Correct.
Correct. So we're just going to do this for now.
Just so everyone knows, I faked all of my technical difficulties, so Keely will fix it for me. That's called delegation.
You
Creative delegation.
Shelly.
Oh, I can't do it. I don't know how to stream. Oh, I don't help me.
So what I did is I started the category called Start Here. And then I created I pulled the announcements channel that Shelly already had. And I'm just going to double check the permissions of this. Okay. Because I want to make sure that, yes. So announcements channels are special. Okay. It only the server manager, the owner, and maybe mods can post in it. You don't want everybody adding announcements. You want it to be the place that's like kind of official. So right now, everything's good. Everyone, which is the role that I'm looking at here. So this is the everyone role. They can see this, and they can add reactions. So they can emoji react to things, but they can't post anything. Where is it? They can't send messages. They can't send messages and threads, all that kind of stuff. Perfect. You got your announcements channel like, poof, locked down. Awesome.
Yeah. Sauce. Is that on the checklist?
Yes.
Yes.
Woo, yes.
Baby.
Look, I'm just gonna, well.
I'm heading my way towards a D, y'all. D for damn good.
Oh my God, you're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. Okay. Woo! And I'm just going to double check on your everyone permissions in general. So I'm going to go into your server settings and I'm going to go into roles. Oh, this is like remedial Discord. One-on-one.
Shut up, Keely.
Look at all these roles you've got.
Remedial.
Remedial. It is. You do have a bunch of roles.
I do have roles. That's probably on the checklist, right? Come on.
It absolutely is, because if I go into here, wait. Oh yeah, I have. Okay, because I wanted you to add your peeps. I did not say hot mess. I just said it was remedial. Very, very different.
No. Earlier at the very beginning of the stream, you said it was a hot mess.
Oh, okay.
I have a long memory.
Oh my gosh.
Hang with the big stay on the porch, blow the whistle.
There you go. I have been told, my friends, I have been told. Okay, so yes, Shelly does have a whole schwack. You've got Twitch subs, you've got live stream mods. Okay,
I think that Twitch thing just happened like automatically when I hooked it up in Twitch. Again, there are a couple people who would know, like, I am as stupid on Twitch as I am about Discord. So I just hooked them up one day, and then all of a sudden these new roles showed up, and I was like, sweet, something happened.
Ma'am, we do not call ourselves stupid.
No.
We are learning. Right. We are learning things together.
Learning. Remedially.
Boy, that was close. That was as close to my Davy there. Okay. No stupid. We do not say those words. Okay. So, all right. You do have a bunch of roles. Now, if somebody joins your stream and they're not a mod, they're not a Twitch subscriber, and that sort of thing, what role would you give them? What is your sort of, everyone. Okay, you're right. Cool, but you're not everybody, or like you're not like special. What would be the role?
Right. Isn't that at everyone?
Well, that's the default, but
server member.
I want you to get away from that. Well, I mean, I don't know. You could call them squirrels if you want, because you've got a role called squirrels.
No, squirrels is the top level channel memberships. That's because my squirrel brain, and so they're fellow squirrel brains.
Okay.
They have to understand. So the
Oh.
squirrels are and I think there might be one called squad, because there's 2 levels of channel memberships. There's the squad members and then the squirrel squad.
Okay. Well, you've got
I don't even
you've
know
got YouTube
I think
channel members.
they may just be called channel members and then squirrels. Yeah.
Okay. So.
Oh, Keely, someone's asking, Lil Brown B saying, how do I get the checklist? Because I want to click, but in confirmed email. I don't know if maybe maybe it just takes a little bit, or check your spam folder after you confirm. But it sounds like you have an opt-in on an email list or something.
Yes,
for the
I do.
checklist?
I do.
Okay.
I believe the experts
So-
call it a lead magnet. So
That's correct.
Kali,
So,
who
I think-
Chocolate Twist Yoga, she made
Yeah.
me do it. I'm just saying, like she was
No,
like,
no,
"Kill
it's
it."
perfect. I think they're just asking, maybe they went
Yes.
in and signed up and confirmed. So then after that, it should probably auto send a confirmation message with a link to download it or something, right?
Exactly. You should get a separate email that says, "Hey, thanks for signing up. Here's your download link," and it's got a click, download, boom, and then you get the PDF.
Perfect.
So
So if anyone else out there is also remedially in need of a checklist, it's probably in the link. So make sure you go get that.
exactly. Okay. So I think just for now, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to create a role for you that's so you want everyone is literally people who don't have a role. So any stray person that comes in, and I think you do have a stray person in one of your channels. I don't want to show it because it's not bad. It's just I think they're a spammer because they're not even a member of the server. But you're
You can leave a message if you're
everyone.
not a.
Sorry.
You can leave a message if you're not a member of the server. Don't you have to join the server to leave a message?
Yeah, they may have left the message and then exited, and they may have left the server immediately. But we don't want anybody doing that kind of nonsense, right? We want people to be somebody who's agreed to the server rules and that you have at least got some eyeballs on and you understand. Maybe you send them a DM. So one of the things that I do every time somebody enters my FH Empire server is I've got some auto-correct script that I use in Text Expander. I send them a DM and I say, "Hey friend, have we met? Where do you umpire? Like, have I ever seen you before? Welcome to the server. I'm really glad you're here." It's the same message that goes to every single person, and it takes me no time to send it, but it feels like a personal touch for them. And then that person will respond with some information for me, and then I get to know them a little bit, and then I can sort of guide them into the server life and be like, "Hey, you're really going to like this place. And oh, here's some Scottish people that you might know." And anyway, it helps create that stronger relationship. But anyway, you don't want everyone to be the role for people that you have vetted, because you want to confine the randos to that section of your server that just has your announcements, help, and where they can find the rules, basically, and get introduced to your server.
Okay. Let's call them randos.
Everyone are the randos, but we can. Okay, we're gonna call your new role the randos.
You called them that, so let's confirm it.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And
so,
Lil Brown B, I think there was a message in the other stream that someone said, if it's not sending the checklist automatically, Keely will take care of it after the stream and follow up with you. Sometimes I know if you're using like MailChimp or something like that, it can take up to an hour for that one to auto kick over from after the acceptance. And the reason you have to do a double opt-in is because of GDPR compliance. So after you have to confirm someone wants to be part of a list, and then after that it registers, and it can take a little time to update with the server. It should kick you out an automated response after that, or the follow-up. So just hang out a little bit, and if it doesn't automatically come in, and check your spam, follow up with you offline.
dang.
Does that sound good?
That was awesome. Thank you.
And
You're
then just
hired.
roll off the tongue like
You're
butter.
hired. It's like you know stuff about stuff. That's awesome. Okay, so now we have some randos. And that's important.
Yeah, I like it. I
Okay.
kind of like that role. I just like the name of it. Randos unite.
Okay. And the other thing that I want to point out to you is that this whole role list is a hierarchy. So the people at the top have they're like, yeah, they are the bosses and that sort of thing. So you might want to reorder these. So for example, you've got a Twitch subscriber, but tier 1 is below tier 2 and is also below tier 3 and that sort of thing. Your live stream mods,
I don't
probably,
even know what the tiers are in Twitch. I only thought I had one subscription level, so I
Who
don't know
knows?
what the tiers are for.
And maybe I just screwed it up. I don't know. But your
Way to
live
go.
stream mods are probably up here. Squirrels are better than just your regular YouTube channel members. And this has to do with, yes, how everything sort of gets assigned. Okay, so now we have, let's go to our checklist. Okay, so we have your peeps role. Okay, so that's there. Okay, I'm gonna try to go, I'm gonna try to go through this quickly. We're already an hour and 15 minutes, and I don't want to take your entire day because I know you have another stream coming up. So once we kind of have that, and what I would do is I would have announcements. I would also have a text channel for help, and I would create another one for, let's see, announcements, and then I'm gonna make one for server messages. Now this is the crap that you don't want everybody to see, and you're just gonna stick that eventually in a moderator's category, so they can monitor stuff, hijinks, bots that are coming and going because you've installed them and uninstalled them and that sort of thing. But we're just going to stick it there for now, and then we're going to move it. And then you want to kind of have your general stuff. And this is where your randos get to, you know what, Keely Dunn? I've heard if you show the screen, it's helpful. Shelly, like,
You were
why
just
did
helping
you
out
stop
little brown
me?
bee because she wanted a screen grab and you were helping accommodate. So don't apologize. You were being helpful.
Right. That's exactly how it worked. Okay. So I created help while I was not showing this on the screen. Server messages is in here. And then you can start putting, you can organize your content for, and you can call stuff whatever you want, change it later. Nothing's going to blow up. And this is the best part, Shelly, is that you at least started. And that's important because a lot of people don't want to start because they're afraid of things going wrong, but you can always come back and fix things later. Okay.
Say the same with YouTube. You just got to start ugly, start messy, but you got to have videos.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. It's weird how that same theme is sort of everything.
Weird,
in
man.
life. Super weird. Okay, so this is now a private category that everyone can't access, but we want all the other people to be able to see. Okay, so our randos can see it, and they can do all the things.
And you think it's bad for people to be called randos, but there's a couple people who are like, I'm proud to be a rando. Look at me. I am so a rando. See? They don't want to get upgraded into any other role. They're like, look at me. I'm a rando.
There you go. Okay. So in this category, we would add all of the roles that we want to be able to see this. And they can, yes, they'll be able to view the channels and send messages and do all the things that by default they can do. And we're leaving that on the slash because that is that. Okay. So now it means that if somebody doesn't have any kind of role, they're at everyone, they can't see all the goodness of the Squirrel Gang and the YouTube channel members and all that kind of stuff. And so if I was logging in as, I could come in as the Paul Duncan, for example, and I could look at this and I bet I would be able to see all these channels now that I wasn't able to see before because they weren't assigned in to this. So
maybe that's why no one was talking in any of the channels.
yeah.
They couldn't see
that.
Or maybe they didn't want to. Whatever.
But we have your general channels now. That's the important part.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
and watch me switch back like a boss because I've learned my lesson.
Looks
Dang.
good.
Thank you.
Dang.
Dang. It's just so humbling. Every time I live stream, it's just completely humbling. Okay. So let's see. Here's the best way to get into this. So we want to do a couple of configuration things for the server next, which will help you moderate and save all of the things. Let's see. So we're going to go down to moderation first. Verification level. Excellent. So Shelly, you get more check marks.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
Right?
Casey, you hear that? Mommy's the winner. Woo,
Yes,
chicken
you
dinners.
do. And scan
Chicken
media
dinners.
content from all members. Yes, girl. Yes, you have that. I'm so proud of you.
Look at me doing things.
There you go. And I'm just going to check in. Send helpful setups. Send random message. Okay. The system messages channel. This is where I think it's useful to send your system messages into a different channel because that stuff really clutters up the entire universe. So I'm going to change this to server messages for you. And I've done this. I just love how you're just sitting there like hanging out with.
Yeah, this is working out even better than usual because now I just get to hang out with Casey and just watch you click buttons. I should have planned it this way.
Yeah, we should have. We should have. You're already a community server. Look at that. You've got another check mark. Holy smokes. I think you've got a passing grade.
Oh, dang.
This
You know
is
what my
amazing.
dad used to say is, like the degrees for college and whatnot, they print them on the same paper for the C students as the A students. Just remember that.
I believe that. Okay.
Nope.
So you've got a moderator channel there. That's good. Your rules or guidelines channel. Okay. We want something else and I can't create it here. Okay. So I'm just going to quickly make you a rules channel because you just want to place, and you can actually, well, you don't want to make an announcement channel because you don't need anybody following it. But this is just going to be the one place that you have your rules. And as you get a little more elaborate with your setup, you might have a bot that people have to emoji react to a post in your rules channel in order to be able to access things. But we're not getting all crazy just yet. And there we go. We can set that to rules. Everything looks good. Okay, we don't have a description for your server yet, but that's okay. That's okay. We're that's something that you can do later. It's all good, but you have a community server. So if I go back to my checklist, there is much writing on this, but you have, yes, that's all good. And we might edit the welcome screen.
Casey is impressed with mommy.
Of course.
He's impressed with mama.
Of course. Moderation. Nope, that's good. Okay. So I'm going to go back to this. Done. How can you tell? I am on photos. We're already on the second page. We're racing through
dang.
this.
Great.
Okay. So here's the big part that's going to really help lock things down for you. Is the membership screening. I'm trying to write on the girls doing too much all at once. You're sitting back with,
It's great. It's working for you. Oh, I'm drinking Baileys and coffee and cuddling with my dog. So, and this is working out great.
Oh my goodness. Membership screening. Okay. So there you go. Oh, you know what? You've done a very good job.
You tell me.
You have done a very good job because you do have new members will be screened. They have to meet your requirements before they join and talk in the server. Shelly Nathan, you have another check mark.
Oh, thank God. I
So
clicked a lot of buttons one day. Even if I did do a lot of it wrong, I did try and click all the different buttons.
Yeah, it's funny because from the position of somebody who wasn't able to see all the things that you'd done because I couldn't see like any of the channels and how things had worked because you hadn't assigned the roles into the channels, it looked more like a hot mess than it really was.
You thought it was going to be more of a train wreck? I'm so sorry.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. So here's your server rules. I mean, you probably have spent a lot of time drafting this up. This looks like very particular Shelly language to me. Treat everybody with respect. Absolutely no harassment. I think you're going to have to change this to tailor it to your taste. I'm just kidding.
Only harassment from Shelly.
Exactly.
That's right.
So that's
Yeah,
fine.
got it.
And then boom, you've got your server announcements. And let's see about introducing yourself to another. Introduce yourself. Is that a channel that you've got? Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. It's all good. This
Is that worth
looking,
another check?
That's
another point somewhere.
Absolutely. I'm just gonna randomly check somewhere. Hang on. If I just go
just randomly give me points.
look, just a
Yes,
big red
yes.
check mark in the middle of nothing. Okay.
Yep.
So adding mods was one of the next steps, and adding a moderator, a mod channel. So you want a place where your moderators can, hide away from everybody else and back channel the crap out of everything that's going on in your world. So I would start a category for moderators, and you make it private. And then you put your mods in there. And maybe I'm not sure if your live stream mods, you want them to have the same permissions as your Discord mods. Like, is that you can figure that out. I'm going to put them both in there. Okay. Now, the reason that I assign permissions to categories is that you can then pull the channels underneath and they inherit the characteristics.
The permissions from?
Yes. And
what if they had higher level permissions? Than what the channel has.
Than what the category has?
Higher level permissions.
You might have a channel in there that you don't want to sync with the category, and that's completely fine. So you just say, don't sync it to the category. But I wonder if that's not set up on, we're not going to dive into that right now. But this is where I would put, your server messages in here. And you see how as soon as I dragged it, it said, would you like to sync your server message permissions with moderators? Because before, anybody could see it. Now we want to say, we want to sync their permissions. Now it's locked down. When I dragged the live stream mods, it already had the same permissions. And that's why I didn't get the message. And I was getting a little confused. I was like, wait a minute. She did that right.
Because I set up permissions on the channel.
Yes, you
that's
did.
A check mark.
Yes, you did. Okay. So you're absolutely flying through this, just crazy, because we've got that all going on. So you've got a text channel for your moderators. You've got your server messages. Perfect. That's good. So the last things that I talk about, we don't necessarily need to do inside Discord, but you might want to set up an auto text greeting for new people that come in. Now, I mean, this is something that for me, I find is a really nice personal touch that I described before. Maybe that's not your style. Maybe that's not your jam. And, so you don't have to do absolutely everything on the checklist, but that is another thing you can do. And I just find it helps because people who might seem to be maybe people like, you're like, who is that weird avatar and that weird username? And I have no idea what that means. You get to have a conversation with them and suss out. They might say, oh, I'm Phil from your streams. I see you every week. And you're like, oh, Phil, yay. And then you can be best friends. And now you know stuff about them. And that whole comfort level extends into how people interact in your server afterwards. So that really helps. And in the last sort of part is you want to come over to my Discord. Okay, Shelly, you don't have to come to my Discord. I know you don't want to join another Discord. So this is everybody except Shelly. Please come join my Discord, so you
I'll
can learn more
join
things
it.
like
You can
this.
send me an invite or whatever, right?
Oh yeah, because we're friends. I can send you a
I
direct
know.
invite, and you can't
So
see.
I'll lurk, but yeah, I'll join it.
There you go. And then, of course, this replay was going to be super well organized because we were going to go through these. So it was. I had it all scripted out, and then things kind of got borked. But you can see.
You're expecting more failure from me?
No, it was just we had to.
So sorry to disappoint by being a rock star.
Yes, you ruined
inconvenient.
everything by being so damn good. No, what happened was we had some troubleshooting. What had happened was, okay, but we're going to chapter mark this so that hopefully there's a little bit of organization. But one of the things that I'll be doing in my servers, I'm actually creating a course inside the server.
Nice.
You can do this, okay? And there will be particular categories and channels in those that'll actually be lessons on how to do things in Discord. And when you're a member of my community, you are going to get access to those sort of things. And that would be another way that you can work through this material. But I wanted you guys to have the checklist so that you could see these are the basics so that you can now create your own server with some confidence. And then you come and you learn more, because like anything, there's a learning curve. There's a learning curve to YouTube. There's a learning curve to Ecamm. There's a learning curve to using a Sony ZV-10, which I now have thanks to Doc. So, hey, there you go. Shelly, what do you think of your somewhat made over Discord server? Does it look prettier yet? Do you feel more comfortable? I think
it's prettier. No,
absolutely. So
I still hate.
You're not going to hate this place because this is your people. These are your people in here. And that's what you have to think about. Like, throw away those other experiences with those strangers. These are your friends, and these are the people you care about and that you've been working hard to teach and serve and get to know and celebrate their successes and watch them in their journeys. And yeah, now you've got another avenue that I think it gives you a more casual way you can interact with them. It's more like texting than it is posting, which can feel very...
Oh, I do enjoy texting. Whatever avoids having to do like actual phone calls or face-to-face. I enjoy that.
Yeah, there you go. Let's just pop into the comments and see if I missed anything.
Okay.
With any questions. Shelly be like, you go Keely and just keep on
That's right.
Those
tick all the boxes. Tick all the boxes.
There you go. So we got lots of links. Thank you very much, Paul Duncan, for taking care of that. Doc says he's got friends, even international friends. I don't know.
Tons of them, right?
Sure. Oh no, of course he does.
How do I do an animated cape on the server avatar? I don't even know that's a thing.
It is a thing.
Well, what's funny is I do have a little video of the cape waving.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, a condition for that is that your server has to be boosted. Did you want to talk about this? Do you know what? Okay.
That means, you use it a lot. You actually want to. Okay. I don't know what it is.
So here is at the top here is the server boost. And this is where the money comes in with Discord. Okay. This is how they make their stuff because there are no advertisements anywhere. So people will pay in order to elevate the features that are available to your server. You don't have to do any of these things. And if you're a Nitro member, which was one of the questions that you had for me about what the heck is a Nitro member?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Or what's the difference? I don't know. I saw something Dr. Ela was like boosted or nitroed or something. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. I know Nitro brew coffee. I don't know what the rest is. I don't know.
So if you pay for Nitro, if you have a Nitro subscription, it means that you can boost servers. You can boost 2 servers, and then you can pay for more boosts at 20% off, I think. Maybe it's 30% off.
Why would you want to do?
Because you want the servers that you're in to be awesome. It's about a community. So I will come in and I am going to boost your server because I want you to be able to do cool stuff. But
isn't the server already awesome because of the awesome people?
It is. It is. But you want to have an animated cape and you want server
No,
emojis.
Doc wants the animated cape.
Okay, Doc wants. Okay, so he's going to have to boost your server, I think, is what the lesson of this story
Does he have
is.
to keep boosting it though?
It is a monthly contribution of about $3.50 in Moose dollars. I'm willing to do that. I'm just saying. I'm willing to spend the big bucks on you, Shelly.
Just so Doc can have an animated cape?
Yeah.
What else do you get? Because I can't imagine he cares about that for $3.50. But
You get better audio quality in your voice channels. Here's your animated server icon. That's what we were talking about. A custom server invite background. They don't specify what the high quality streaming to your friends is, but you can get 1080p 60 frames per second, which is pretty damn good. You don't get that shit in Zoom, that's for sure. Whoops.
I think,
Archive
yeah, when
options
we
for
were talking
threads.
yesterday, it was like topped out at 720 or something. So you have to have the higher level to have 1080, I guess.
Exactly. So you need to be a level 1 boosted server. So gang,
Wait, there's
make
levels?
that happen.
There's multiple levels?
Yeah, there's multiple levels. There's level 2 where you get more emojis. You get 256 kilobits audio quality. You get your own server banner. You get a higher upload limit so people can put files up into your server that are bigger. Here's your 1080p 60 frames per second going live. Private threads, custom role icons. I've got a level 2 server and I think it's kind of fun. But then it gets right up here to level 3 perks. You get 100 megabyte, sorry. Somebody's going to like get me in the comments about that one. 100 megabyte
But you have to have
limit.
other people do this. You can't do it yourself or just pay for it.
You can absolutely do it yourself. That's what I did for Discord for Creators because it's brand new. And I'm like, yeah, I'll boost my own server. Oh,
how much is it?
You're going to make me math?
Newfangled math.
Let's see what happens. Okay. So in order to get it to certain levels, you just boost it a number of times and it's a monthly subscription here. Oh, it's $349 in freedom dollars. And then my discount takes it down to $350.
Freedom dollars?
Yeah, freedom dollars. That's your dollars and I have Moose dollars. It's just easier. It's just easier to say.
What? It's a whole other language, man.
Yes, well, this is our first live stream together.
Didn't you say that? No, didn't you say that if I do a live stream and stuff, like it doesn't even stay?
Yeah, because it's purely live. So you would need to record something that you put into your voice channel by another method, like you just start up Bcam and you press the record button and then you go live. And so you can retain all that content, but it's not an upload. So it doesn't work the same way as Facebook does in grabbing your video and leaving it up there as a post. But you can easily, you could, at the same time that you're in a voice channel, you could be streaming that to a YouTube private or an unlisted stream. And then you could add that link to a private place for your squirrels, your tier 1 members, your non-randos, and then they can have access to that after the fact. But you can provide a different kind of experience.
I could also just do an unlisted video for my channel members on YouTube and leave it up there, right?
Absolutely. You can absolutely do that too. But what is fun about voice channel streaming is that other people can join in. So other people can be on camera and they can talk to you and you can see them. It's like a spontaneous Zoom that's just a lot more fun.
Oh, that sounds awful. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, do you feel at least a little bit better about this whole thing? Have I done any good? Have I?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. There's still lots of stuff that I'd love to be able to help you with. I just know that we've been going for a little while. You have Bailey's, but I really do want to break open my rosé, especially with. I'm not saying that you're
dealing
driving
with me for an
drink.
hour in my server. I'm sure I am. My husband would probably tell you the same. He's like, "Oh my God."
There you go. There you go. We'll tie it out with the rest of the comments and make sure if anybody has any questions that we've cheered it on. Laura Williams is taking the rando title. She's absolutely feeling that.
see?
Rich Graham, randos.
It's not at all like an insult. It's cool. Like, because when I hear rando, I also think of like Rambo, Sylvester Stallone, and like that's pretty kick-ass right there. So
Yeah, there you go.
I want to be a Rambo.
See, Doc Rock is going to take a whole year off after I got his server on lock. Oh my God.
Beautifuler.
No. Somebody took over Doc's. That's not real. That's not real. Who has your account, Doc, and why are they posting such nonsense?
No. That sounds like Doc. You're way
Rando
more
sounds like a
beautifuler
fourth
than me.
Amigos.
Skirt.
Skirt.
Squirrel chaser? Oh, that's a good one too.
Is that like another word for mod?
I think they're referring to the squirrel, like the squirrel
roll.
gang or whatever I call them.
I just want to know if
call
I'm
them
supposed to
squirrel
feel good about this or like somebody's just, if this is banned.
No, like the people who, the squirrels, if like they should feel good about this. It's fellow ADD squirrel brains. Like we just have lots to talk about and lots of different things we want to, and that's just, I was like, if you can follow along with the squirrel brain, then like,
Right.
Yeah. It's a
Oh.
good,
Yeah.
we're flipping that. Remember at the beginning, like you did? It's like, we're not
Right.
receiving that in the negative intention. We are packaging it in a, this is an awesome thing.
Subversion. I'm all about the subversion. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And thank you, Laura Williams. That's very nice that you liked the substitutes. But yes, we've all missed Doc Rock while he's been away. And I got to say, Shelly, thank you so much for coming on because you helped make this a really fun experience. You pushed me to my limits. Damn it. And are we still doing that thing next week? Is that thing going to happen?
Yeah, we're going to talk, Keely's going to come on to my channel and we're going to talk about why maybe creators want to create a Discord. So,
Okay.
yeah. And maybe how you use it to make money. Maybe you use it as a creative place for like your course where you're doing exclusive content that's behind a paywall. So we're going to chat about that. Come Thursday, 5:30.
Absolutely. And because I will, when in Rome, I will have my wine glass at the ready. I'm very excited.
Oh, heck yeah. All right. Yes.
Drunk streaming's the best. No, I'm just kidding. I won't be drunk. I won't be drunk. But yes.
Like, I don't care. It's not my stream. Doc stream.
Shelly, thanks so much for coming on, and thank all of you for sticking around. I hope you learned something, and if you need more information, definitely, pop into this place. Make sure you go follow Shelly. You're already all following Shelly. Like, that's the stupidest thing to say, but just in case, get over to her YouTube and make sure
we don't
that you're there.
receive the stupid.
Oh.
We don't receive the stupid message.
You're absolutely right. I'm going to correct that. Of course, I simply said to affirm everybody else's intelligence for already following Shelly on Shelly Saves a Day. Get there, be square, and enjoy the rest of your Saturdays, everybody. Shelly, good luck in your stream later on, and we'll chat to everybody soon. Okay?
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.